everyone, my name is Emily Kerner, and today I'm going to talk about the television show The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers and how it affects the levels of aggression in young children. This might seem like an odd thing to study, but I honestly think that it does a pretty good job at showing how we as people can be majorly influenced by what we see and hear in the media. To do this, I will be using the research done by Boyetts, Matteo, and Nesbitt from 1995, and it is titled The Effects of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers on Children's Aggression with Peers. I'm going to let you in on some background information that I thought was not only interesting but useful for you guys to know for this study. At the time of this study in 1995, the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers was the most popular and most violent children's TV program. It was also highly visible and available at this time. It was shown in as many TV markets as possible and 5 or 6 times a week. If you haven't seen the show, the violence does occur quite often. The show itself averaged 211 violent acts per hour. The researchers had a few questions that they wanted to answer with this study. The first one being, does the television show The Mighty Morphin Power Rangers affect the levels of aggression with peers and children? Another question being, is there a relationship between TV violence and real-life aggression? And then the last question was, will aggressive behavior occur more in young males or young females? The hypothesis that these scientists came up with were researchers predicted that the Power Rangers show would increase children's aggressive behavior. There is a relationship between TV violence and real-life aggression. And finally, the researchers predicted that there would be more aggressive behavior within young males than within the females. The reason they predicted this may be because in the show, the majority of the Power Rangers are boys, and they're aggressive compared to the girls. Girl Rangers is usually highlighted more in the show. Therefore, there are many more aggressive role models in the show for the boys to identify with. Researchers have found that the more that children, especially boys, identify with aggressive TV characters, the more aggressive they are in general. Who participated in this study? The subjects in the study were 52 elementary school children. 26 of them were boys and 26 were girls, ranging from age from like 5 to 11 years old, and the average age was 7 years and 9 months. The sample was ethnically diverse. The research methods were very simple. The children were randomly assigned to either the Power Rangers group or a control group. There were 27 children in the control group and 25 in the Power Rangers group. On the first day of the study, each of the control group children, chosen at random order, were observed while engaging in their regular play inside the classroom for 2-minute intervals per child, and the number of aggressive acts by each child was recorded. On the following day, the Power Rangers group were shown an episode of the Power Rangers, and after viewing the program, the children were told to engage in their regular play in the classroom, and their aggressive acts were recorded exactly as in the control group. The results were exactly as predicted. The two different groups, both containing male and female studies, revealed that the Power Rangers group committed significantly more aggressive acts per 2-minute intervals than did the children in the control group. This difference was especially more clear when in the ratio. For every 1 aggressive act done by a child in the control group, there was 7 aggressive acts done by a child who viewed the Power Rangers episode. There was also a difference between the aggression in girls than in the boys. The boys committed significantly more aggressive acts than the girls. Boys in the Power Rangers group showed more aggression than children of any of the other groups. The control group boys committed fewer aggressive acts, and the girls showed virtually no aggression in the Power Rangers group or in the control group. For the evaluation, this experiment I thought was pretty good at showing the relationship between TV violence and real-life aggression. Of course, there are some things that I think would make the results vary a little bit. A few questions that I had about the study was like, there was a very wide range of the ages. I think that 5 to 11 is a pretty wide variety of children. I was wondering if you narrowed down the sample and the age to maybe like a specific age if the results would show a little bit different. Also, I think that the Power Rangers show is veered toward young boys. I mean, don't get me wrong, I grew up watching this show with my brothers, but I would not have that would not have been of my first choice. So would the results be the same if they used a show that was more veered towards girls that still showed levels of aggression? I thought that was an interesting question. But overall, I thought this study was very good at explaining the relationship between the real-life aggression and TV violence aggression.